All right, Harry, I've heard you say to me a couple times that all sins are tied into a lie. Can you explain that to me, please?
Yeah, and the background for that is that I believe that Satan uses the lie system to convince us that things we're doing are fine. But Jesus came to bring us truth. And I want to start with that. In John 18:37, Jesus says, "In fact, the reason I was born and came into the world is to testify to the truth. Everyone on the side of truth listens to me." And I find that really interesting because I know in my own world, truth is really, really where I want to be. And when did Jesus say this? He said this to Pilate when he was being brought to Pilate by the Jewish elite. And what was Pilate's response to that? And he said, "What is truth?" And I find that interesting because why would he do that? Because here was Jesus who was completely innocent, and he knew that. And the people were bringing, the Jewish leaders were bringing him to Pilate to have him killed. The holy people representing God in the temple, they were wanting a Messiah. He was here, the Son of God. Satan, through jealousy and anger, had convinced the rulers of the garden to the greatest lie ever told. And this is so amazing to me that, Pilate recognized what truth looked like. He was puzzled by it because how could these people want Jesus killed when he was innocent? And Pilate himself was pretty flexible about truth, but he could see that this was really silly. Revelation 21:8, it says, "And all liars are going to the lake of fire." So that's interesting that's how the Bible ends. And then in 22:15 it says, "Outside," and that's outside the kingdom, "are all who love and practice falsehood." So again, the lie is the cardinal sin, I believe, of the Christian faith, of all faith.
And it even started in the garden, right? Like with just
That's
half
right.
truths
That's
and
right.
just little lies, and people, that's
Right.
how even the little lie in ourselves. Let's say you struggle with lust, right? That's first the lie is looking at a woman with lust, and then it leads into sex outside of marriage, and it's more and more and more and more, and it all starts from a lie.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll just touch on that for a minute. Genesis 2:17, God spoke the truth, but he said, "If you eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you will surely die." And he spoke truth. But Satan says, "No, no, no, no. You will not surely die." That's what Satan said. But it was a half truth because they didn't instantly die the day the moment they took a bite out of the apple or whatever. They died quite a few years later, but they no longer could live forever because until then they were holy and the tree of life kept them living forever. Then in 3:12, Adam says to God, "Hey, this woman created a problem for me." Again, half truth, because he was standing with her when she ate the apple or whatever. Verse 3:13, Eve says to God, "This snake messed me up." Half truth. She knew the answer. She knew what was right, but she was blaming others too. And the truth comes in all of Jesus' teaching. The reason he came was to bring the truth. The lie is built in all of Satan's devices. And we just go down a little list here. Anger, believing lies about others. That frustrates us intensely. Yeah, like the anger is our sin, but the lie is what perpetuates that sin. We touched on adultery, believing lies about lust and pleasure. No, like it's yeah, adultery is a sin, but the background is it's about a lie. It's not. It doesn't turn out well. It's all
Mhm.
really bad business. Stealing, believing a lie about other people's property. No, it's not yours. The other people earned it, worked for it, whatever they did. It's not. It's not. Like it's not your stuff. Drunkenness, believing that it's not hurting anyone. Oh my goodness, all the sadness that comes from that. But it's not hurting anybody. It's just me. I'm having a good time. Gluttony, believing that the lie about one's health. That it's no big deal. Food's good, love it, and all that kind of stuff. My goodness, the years you take out of your life by doing and immobility that comes from that. Jealousy, believing a lie about others' happiness. Like you're jealous of their situation. My goodness, you don't understand the struggles they have, and you have the same privilege they have, and you're complaining. Unforgiveness, believing the lie about the other's intentions. You feel really messed over, but the other person might have not meant any of that stuff. Besides, it's a done deal. So all these things, there's many more, but all these things are all based on the lie. And if there's two things in my life that I've really, really tried to focus on, is truth, speaking truth in love. If we can just do it in love, though, because if it's not in love, yeah, the truth isn't going to be very well taken. But also to realize that, try to really, really stay away from the lie, because in the book of life, the last chapters of Revelation, it tells us it's not the only item, but the lie is what gets us over the
Mhm.
edge. We have to live an honest life. Jesus came for truth. He also said that everyone on the side of truth listens to me. That's where I want to
Beautiful.
be.
Amen. Thanks a lot for this, Harry.
Thank you.